Alastair, it was a tough task, I guess, coming up here to face what looked like being one of the top teams in the competition this year, but how did you think the young side went?
Yeah, we hung in there. At different stages it looked like it was going to be how far GWS, but you just got ourselves back into the contest sort of late in the second, and I think we even had a chance maybe just before half time to get another shot at goal and actually hit the front and went straight down the other end, and they got a goal. So hung in there well, but they just overpowered us in the air, and we're just a little bit stronger in the ground level contest than us, and and their best 6 or 8 players on the ground were all guys that have been playing AFL footy for 10 years. So it's no surprise, the Kellys and the Cogs, and then Hogan's been playing for a long time. Sam Taylor was a really good player in their back end, particularly early. We had to, they forced us to just go straight down the line far too much, and we adjusted a little bit in the second half. We're a little bit better and made it a little bit more difficult for them. But by and large, their aerial power was just far superior than ours today.
And the defence has already been hit hard by injury. It looks like Josh Goater's another one to suffer something. Yeah,
listen, it's terrible for all lads right across the competition. We've seen whether it's knees or Achilles or different things that happen to guys. They have whole summers, and then it's such a treacherous time of the year. The early games of the season, and it's so sad to see any player put a whole summer of work in. Like Josh is a young player. He's his 3rd year of footy, and if that's a ruptured Achilles, I dare say his season's done, which is so sad. But that's the game that we're in. It's a really, really demanding game, and unfortunately he's just going to have to rehab it well and get himself ready for next year.
Obviously it's tough for Josh, but what does it mean for the defence, which is already undersized? I know he's not necessarily a key defensive player, but it means you've got another hole to fill really down there.
Yeah, we got plenty of players, so we'll be able to cover that. It's just disappointing for him that he's only 3rd year into his career, and he had a great summer and was really emerging for us as a player that was going to play a lot of senior footy this year, and so it just sets him back. But we always find a different bloke to come in and get an opportunity and see where we go from there. It's just really disappointing for him for where he's at with his career, that he can't consolidate his emergence into the side last year. I think he played 1 game in his first year and played about 10 last year, and this was going to be his step up year. So that's disappointing for him. We're shattered for him, but we just got to get on with it really now.
Alastair, obviously the Giants have one of the stronger midfield groups here in the competition, but you must have been really impressed with what Tristan was able to do in that ruck contest with Kieran Briggs.
Yeah, I thought Briggs was on top early, but I thought as the game wore on, Big X became a really pivotal player for us, and it was a pretty good battle through the middle of the ground. But probably the difference wasn't so much around stoppages. There wasn't many stoppages in the game at all, really. It was really a game of ping-pong footy, but their ability, where their midfield won, wasn't so much around stoppage, but in transition of the footy, and they were able to do it a hell of a lot better than ours. And we won. Not sure if we ended up winning the clearances for the day, but we were in front at 3/4 time. I know that, and it's just their pressure and experience around the ball. Even when we got a clearance, it forced high kicks, which then plays into the hands of the Taylors and the Himmelbergs and these sorts of guys behind the ball that are just so strong aerially. So even if we won a clearance, sometimes it went to the advantage of GWS rather than us, even though we went forward with it. So that's a sign of a really, really good side. They'll be hard to beat. We pleased with ourselves that we were able to hang in there, but I think the whole footy world would have seen the class difference between the two sides, and we've just got some work to do. We know we've got to roll our sleeves up and get to work, but it was encouraging that we found a way to score and found a way on numerous occasions to challenge them, and they'd be concerned with the fact that we were able to still get 13 goals, but we've got some growth as a side to make.
2 young debutants, Ezra and Makurja, but they looked like they suited this level really well, and they've just picked up that sort of AFL sense pretty quickly.
Yeah, they made some contribution to the side today, and they're just on a long journey with us, and excited with the summers that they've had, and we're going to get better as a side, and we'll be much better when they get a bit more experience and exposure to the level, and get used to the pace of the game and the stronger bodies and all that sort of stuff. So we're pleased that they're on their way with their journey.
It felt like it's close to a full quarter performance, only losing the last quarter by 2 points. The Giants were on top of points, but you were able to press them into taking shots sooner than they have liked. Did it feel like a step in the right direction in terms of performing well regularly?
Yeah, well, I think they scored, something like 60% of the times that they went inside 50, they scored. So we need to be better defensively than that. But part of it was the way that the game was played. As I said, aerially, both in front of the ball or behind the ball, they were just far superior to us. So we'd kick the ball long inside our own 50, and they'd mark the ball or spoil it aggressively, and it'd just bounce back so quickly. And then similarly, with their smart ball use, they were able to get their forwards isolated enough to take really good catches. And they're particularly with Hogan and Riccardi's been around a long time. He kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. Then he stepped aside and let Hogan get on the scoreboard after that. So it was hard to keep them both out of the game. Good on you guys. Thank you.